Welcome to my YouTube channel, Road Rider. Today, we are diving deep into a machine that has captured the attention of track enthusiasts and hardcore sport bike fans around the world. I'm talking about the 2025 KTM RC 8C. This isn't just another motorcycle. This is a purpose-built track weapon. Created by KTM to give riders a pure racing experience without the compromises you often find in street-legal superbikes. The RC 8C is not meant for commuting. It's not meant for daily rides through the city. It is engineered for one thing and one thing only, delivering jaw-dropping performance on the racetrack. And in this video, I'll be taking you through every detail of this extraordinary bike, from its design and engineering, to its performance, riding dynamics technology, and of course, whether it truly lives up to its reputation as one of the most exciting track-focused motorcycles of our time. Stick with me till the end, because we'll also talk about who this bike is really for, and why it might just be one of the most collectible KTMs ever produced. When you first lay eyes on the 2025 KTM RC 8C, the immediate impression is that this bike is unapologetically aggressive. The bodywork is sharp, minimalist, and purely functional. Every panel, every curve, every vent has a reason to exist. It looks like it came straight out of MotoGP, but with KTM's own unique DNA. The orange trellis frame stands out boldly, wrapping around the lightweight engine like a piece of mechanical artwork. The aerodynamic fairing is inspired directly from racing prototypes, with winglets sculpted to provide downforce and stability at high speeds. One of the highlights of the RC 8C is its ultra-lightweight construction. KTM has used carbon fiber, lightweight composites, and a hand-welded chromium molybdenum steel frame to shave every possible gram. The result is an unbelievably light track machine weighing just around 142 kilograms dry. To put that in perspective, that's lighter than most Moto2 bikes, and nearly half the weight of some leader-class sport bikes you see on the streets. Now let's talk about the heart of the machine. Powering the 2025 KTM RC 8C is the 889cc parallel twin engine, derived from the KTM 890 Duke R. But don't think this is just a repurposed street engine slapped into a racing chassis. KTM's engineers, along with their racing division, have heavily reworked this motor for track duty. It produces around 135 horsepower, which on paper might not sound like the 200-plus horsepower numbers we see in superbikes like the Ducati Panigale V4 or the Kawasaki Ninja H2. But here's the thing, you don't need insane horsepower when your bike is this light. The RC 8C isn't about straight-line bragging rights. It's about precision, handling, and extracting every bit of speed through corners. The engine pairs with a race-spec exhaust system from Akrapovič, which doesn't just enhance performance but also delivers that raw, aggressive KTM sound. It's loud, it's sharp, and it screams performance. When you hear the RC 8C blasting down the track, it doesn't just sound like a motorcycle, it sounds like a weapon. Moving on to the chassis and suspension, this is where the RC 8C truly sets itself apart. KTM has worked with WP Suspension, their in-house specialists, to create fully adjustable racing suspension components. At the front, you have WP Apex Pro 7543 closed cartridge forks, which are hand-built and developed specifically for racing. At the rear, there's a WP Apex Pro 7746 shock absorber, again fully adjustable for compression, rebound, and preload. Brembo-style calipers paired with 290mm fully floating discs up front, and a Brembo 2-piston caliper with a 230mm disc at the rear. Let's talk ergonomics. The RC 8C is not built for comfort, and KTM makes no apologies for that. The riding position is aggressive, with rear-set foot pegs, a low clip-on handlebar position, and a tall seat. Every element is designed to put the rider in the ideal racing stance. It's about being aerodynamic, stable under braking, and balanced through the corners. For anyone expecting comfort, this isn't the bike. Technology-wise, the 2025 RC 8C is stripped down to the essentials. Unlike modern superbikes loaded with electronic rider aids, the RC 8C takes a more purist approach. You do get a race-spec data logger system, a lightweight TFT display with track-focused information, and adjustable traction control. But don't expect dozens of riding modes or electronic gimmicks. KTM has deliberately kept electronics minimal, because they want the rider to develop skill and control without relying too much on software. This makes the bike even more appealing to purists who want an unfiltered racing experience. Now let's move into how it actually feels on the track. Riding the KTM RC 8C is an experience that's hard to put into words. The first thing you notice is the weight, or rather, the lack of it. Flicking the bike side to side through chicanes feels effortless, almost telepathic. The bike reacts instantly to your inputs, making you feel connected in a way very few motorcycles can achieve. When you open the throttle, the parallel twin delivers its power smoothly, but with urgency, propelling you forward with relentless drive. The combination of lightweight agility and torquey mid-range power makes it incredibly fun and confidence-inspiring. Through corners, the RC8C shines the brightest. The grip from the slicks, combined with the finely tuned suspension, allows you to lean with absolute trust in the bike. It holds its line perfectly, stays planted even under hard acceleration, and feels unbelievably stable at high speeds. Of course, being a track-only bike, there are limitations. You can't ride it on public roads, which means its usability is restricted purely to racetracks. This might put off casual riders who want a bike they can enjoy both on the road and track. But that's not what the RC8C is about. Now let's talk about who this bike is really for. The RC8C is not for beginners, it's not for casual weekend riders, and it's definitely not for commuters. This bike is built for experienced riders who want to push themselves on the track, riders who understand cornering lines, braking markers, and the art of extracting tenths of a second from every lap. It's also for collectors who appreciate the rarity and engineering brilliance of machines like this. If you're looking for comfort, practicality, or everyday usability, this bike is not for you. But if you want one of the purest, most exciting track experiences money can buy, the RC8C is exactly that. To wrap it all up, the 2025 KTM RC8C is not just a motorcycle, it's an experience. It's KTM's way of giving riders a taste of Moto2 level performance without needing to be a professional racer. With its lightweight design, precision engineering, and razor-sharp dynamics, it's one of the most thrilling bikes you can take to the track. Yes, it's exclusive. Yes, it's impractical for everyday use. And yes, it's expensive. Do you like this video? And thank you for watching. See you in the next video. Peace out.